Hey, it's me. Sorry about the noise. I've got my air conditioner running here and a fan running down there. And I have Bernie in here. Say hi, Bernie. Bernie! Because it's like 90-something Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is Celsius for the people in Australia and the UK and Britain and England and all those places. So, sorry, you're going to have to convert. But it's 90-something. Let me see. It's 92.2 Fahrenheit right now. That's pretty hot to me. So anyway, sorry about the noise. I hope that I'm speaking up enough to be heard over it, because it seems loud to me. The reason why I'm making this is there's kind of a serious issue with my mom's health, and I want people to be made aware of it, just in case, you know, for some reason there are choir videos that are missing, you know, because I miss Sundays. I will try not to, and if I do, I'm sorry. You know, I really enjoy making the choir videos and putting them up, but, you know, there may be times where I may not be able to. You know, I will try my hardest to do all I can to get choir videos up, but if I can't, this will be why. So my mom went to the doctor because she was having stomach pain, and it turns out she has a softball-sized fibroid in her abdomen. Now, here come the medical terms, so if you don't know what they are, I will explain them. A fibroid is a benign growth on the uterus. And they just happen to people. You know, something it's estrogen, something is something else. It's hard to really explain what they are. But a benign growth is the opposite of a malignant growth. A benign growth will not spread. It's there, and it's that one spot, and you take it out, and you know, it might grow back, but it will not spread all over your body. Now, a malignant tumor is the cancer kind that scares people, because malignant growths are the ones that will spread all over your body and make you sick and you die. Thankfully, fibroids are benign, like I said before. But the thing with my mom that makes it dangerous is that when I was 4 years old, she almost got killed by a standard procedure. Well, it was new, but it was standard, and that's the laparoscopy, where they take the little scope and they stick it into you. You know, she had something to do with her fallopian tubes, you know, a long time ago. I don't know, we never found out what it was. But the thing is that my mom and I both have an extra loop of large intestine that goes around in the front in our pelvis. So the doctor that did the procedure was one of those arrogant, I don't want to say bad words, arrogant jerks who thinks, oh, I will just do this and I will be awesome. He did not look at any of the notes about her anatomy. So when he put the scope in to look around and explore, he put it right through that loop of bowel, and he took it out. 3 days later, my mom was septic and kidney failure and about to die. But she didn't die, because my mom is the toughest freaking woman I have ever known in my life. She can take any kind of pain you give her, and she will come up to you and go, give me more, give me more. I can take it, I can take it. That's my mom. And so, sorry, makes me emotional. So she was 3 days with this sepsis, you know, with the contents of her bowel, you know, that's basically poop material, just pouring into her abdomen, just getting all over everything in her stomach. And when she first complained of the pain, oh, it's just gas, it's just a little gas, it'll go away. And for 3 days, she was in pain, and she has mentioned the pain scale of things before, like, you know, like stubbing your toe for her is like a 5. Childbirth for her was a 7. And this intestinal thing was an 11. And usually these things only go to 10. And my mom does not complain about something hurting unless it really, really, really hurts. You know, I'm the one that will be like, oh my God, I've got cramps. I hate having a period. Blah, blah, blah. Whereas my mom, she would just go about her day and you wouldn't even know. You would not even know she was in pain. She's like a cat. You know, cats don't show pain either. Unless they're like right about to die. So for her to complain that this is making her uncomfortable means it's really uncomfortable. So back in the day, she was like screaming in pain. I don't remember it, but I guess, you know, that's what I was told, is that she was crying and screaming in pain, you know, practically. You know, yelling out, you know, like, ow, ow, you know. And so she went to the hospital and they didn't think she would survive. You know, they opened her up, they cleaned out everything, they gave her a colostomy for a while. And this is where my dad became really impressive, because they would only allow him in the ICU for 5 minutes at a time. So he would go in for those 5 minutes, and then for the next 55 he would wander around the hospital. He would lay down on the pew in the hospital chapel. You know, and then when it was time for him to be there for 5 minutes, he would go in there and he would sit with her for 5 minutes, and then he would go out and he would do this day after day after day. You know, I was with my grandma and grandpa at the time. I would stay with them, or they would come home and stay with me, because I was too little to really understand what was going on. And of course my mom was worried about me, and of course the doctor was like, well, we can't let you bring your daughter in here because, you know, your wife might die right in front of her. But my mom was freaking out, and like her blood pressure was going crazy. So, you know, my dad snuck me in there to see her for just a couple minutes. I don't really remember it. I just remember her being in a bed. That's really all I remember. I was so young. I was like 4. And I was 4 years old. I was young. And I didn't really remember anything but seeing her in a bed. There's a picture of me somewhere holding up a little toy blackboard I had that had something like "Get Well, Mom" on it. But I'm in my underwear, so I'm not going to show you that. Sorry. I was in my underwear, and I'm not going to put naked baby pictures of me on the internet. Anyway, so after she had the colostomy taken down, the incision started to open up, and her intestines are starting to herniate out through it. So they had to go do surgery again. This is the 3rd surgery now. Let's see, wait. First a laparoscopy, second was to clean her out, do the colostomy, third was to take it down. The 4th one, okay, 4th surgery, excuse me. The 4th surgery, they took this mesh stuff and they used it to close up her abdominal muscles, because, you know, they were not healing together. Your abdominal muscles, they go together, you know, they heal together, and hers were going like this, you know, and they were coming apart. So they have this mesh inside of her, you know, just mesh, and then it's got clips, just like Ace bandage clips, you know, similar to that, you know, and it's clipped on her muscle like that. And if she twists the wrong way, or she turns the wrong way, she'll feel those clips pull. But they won't come off. They won't. They are stuck. They're healed into her body pretty much. But this mesh goes from underneath the rib cage all the way down to her pelvis and around the sides too, because it's made to hold everything inside of her. Because her intestines would just fall out. You know, they just fall out of her muscles and just be behind the skin. They were coming out of the incision, I think. But she never let me see that. I was too young. Like I said, only 4. So to get to this fibroid now we're up to present time, the fibroid. To get to that, they're going to have to get through the mesh. And that's major surgery. They're going to have to open her way up, and she's going to have a general surgeon in there assisting the gynecologist, you know, in the surgery to get through the mesh and everything, because, you know, if she needs a hysterectomy, and that's probably the way it's going to go, you know, it's not going to be just in and out and oh, it's done. It's going to be a lot of work, and then the recovery is going to be hard. But my mom is tough, and she will want to get off the painkillers as soon as she physically can, she will want to be out of the hospital as soon as she can physically get out of the hospital. And when she comes home, my dad and I are going to be taking care of her, because she's going to be needing more help than my dad does at the time. Because my dad has Parkinson's, you know, so a little shaking, Parkinson's, or he's got dyskinesia, which is when they go like this. But as hard as my dad has it, my mom has it harder right now. And so we're not entirely sure when the surgery will be. She does not talk to the surgeon until the 17th this month. And the recovery is just, it's going to be hard for her, but I'm going to take care of her. I'm going to make sure she has her medicine. I'm going to, you know, work around the house as much as she needs it, more than I usually do. You know, I'm going to take care of everything, so that the only thing she has to do is get up to go to the bathroom or get up to move to another room. That's all I want her to do. But my mom is one of those people who will try to do more than she thinks she can. But she also will listen to a doctor. So if a doctor says bed rest for X time, she'll do it. You know, or she will rest. Let's put it that way. I'll make sure of it. I'll yell at her if she like tries to do too much. But after the surgery happens, and every Sunday when I'm singing, every song I sing will be a prayer, and it'll be a prayer for my mom. I already sing and there are prayers for my dad, but now it's going to be for my mom too, especially my mom, because she is the rock that holds this household together. And when she is not strong, my dad and I have to be stronger than we are. And what I'm asking for from you, all 2 of you that watch me, I'm not out for subscribers. It's whoever sees it and enjoys it, yay for you, because that's the point. What I'm asking for is prayers and good vibes, because I believe in miracles, and I believe that if you say enough prayers that something will happen. You know, maybe not a miracle like somebody wakes up from the dead, or a broken leg just magically heals, or whatever, not like the old biblical miracles, but for me, a miracle would be that she comes out of the surgery without any problems at all, because my family, we have terrible luck with doctors and help. Anything that can go wrong will always go wrong, and I want to pray that that doesn't happen. I want my mom to come through this and just to be awesome. I just want it to just be like, oh, this went great. You know, you're going to heal, you'll be fine, you'll be on your feet in a year. You know, you'll be fully back to health in a year. You know, that's what I'm hoping for. So, prayers, good vibes, wishes, you know, just... My mom's name is Diane. You know, so just a prayer for Diane. That would be really helpful. That would help me. You know, I say prayers every day, and every song I sing in choir is a prayer. And so I just would like a little help, please. Some more prayers from other people. That would be really helpful. So anyway, that was a very long and rambling video, wasn't it? But that's what's going on. And I just wanted to keep you guys updated. So, if for some reason a Sunday comes around when choir is back in full season, where it's singing every Sunday, if a Sunday comes on and there's no video, it'll be because I'm taking care of my mom. And I already talked to my choir director, he understands. And I have somebody in the choir that can give me rides home from practice, you know, if I need a ride home. And if I need somebody to pick me up, you know, I had people offer to pick me up. So, you know, it's just, if you ask for help, you will get it. If you build it, they will come. So, I love you all. Thank you very much.